New land may be coming to the Cuyahoga Valley National Park after the old Brandywine Golf Course property sold earlier this week. But unlike most park additions, not everyone is happy about this one. Will Ewick has the story from Peninsula.
Everybody wears more than one hat. We have technically 5 full-time employees in this town. So everyone else, including my fiscal officer, have other jobs, including myself.
Dan Schneider has lived in Peninsula his whole life and been the mayor of the village for about 2 years. A small village of less than 600 residents that, when it comes to money, is barely scraping by.
If anything ever happens, an emergency situation of any kind in town, then our finances cannot handle it.
As a way to generate income, and to the dismay of some, they recently added pay for parking in the village. The mayor says their small police force is underpaid, their roads need repaired, and most places don't have access to sewer and water.
It's hard to believe that every morning that trucks actually truck water into both of those restaurants so they can operate all day long.
So when the village heard the old Brandywine Golf Course was being purchased by the Conservancy for Cuyahoga Valley National Park, they were less than thrilled.
We were hoping for a better resolution, maybe even sharing the property with Conservancy in the park.
This land has been identified for a long time as critical land for the national park.
But the Conservancy, who plans to sell 192 acres to the national park and retain 15 acres themselves, says it's a much-needed addition in a prime spot.
This property connects the Virginia Kendall unit where the ledges are. It connects with the Boy Scout property and then over to the Summit Metro Parks in the eastern side of the national park.
This is what the dispute was over, just over 200 acres of an old golf course that has been closed since 2018. However, they used to pay property taxes and have employees that paid income taxes. Under new ownership, that may not happen.
We will listen to people. We're already getting lots of suggestions, as you can imagine. The Park Service will do that as well.
While the sale already went through, the village and Conservancy both say they're hopeful they can work together and find a way to keep the park growing and Peninsula alive.
We're still hopeful that sometime the Conservancy and the park does something that at least has some employees maybe that would help out. Where some places people don't think $1,000 means a lot. Every dollar counts here.
I'm sympathetic to the village's plight. It's been challenging for them to have so much of their property tied up and owned by the federal government. We really want to work with Peninsula officials and really help Peninsula as a gateway city to the national park.
It's important to me to try to keep us afloat, and some days you wonder how that's going to happen.
In Peninsula, Will Ewick, 3 News.